In this video, I'm going to show you how to do very simple ray tracing and turn your small boat into a photorealistic image that can be saved or exported to another photo editing application. This is part 3 in our basic Autodesk Inventor series, and let's get started. So we're going to head over to Inventor, which I've got open already, and the first thing we need to do is open the textured boat that we made in the last video. You may find it in your recently used files in your home screen right here. If that's the case, you can just click it. If not, we go to Open, we browse to the correct folder, and we select and open our textured boat. And there it is there. Okay, so we need to render this. Now, render is a fancy computer term to mean basically colouring in. It's when the system, Autodesk Inventor, will take account of the shape of your boat and its surface materials and the lighting conditions, and it will produce or try to produce a photorealistic image for you. There are many ways to do this. This is perhaps the most simple way to get it done. Okay, so what we're going to do is, with our boat loaded, we're going to head over to the View tab right here. Okay, so we're going to press View. Okay, and everything's going to happen in this little appearance stripe right here. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is decide whether we want shadows and reflections on. So let's look at shadows first of all. Let's hit this down arrow and say that we want all shadows on. Okay, there's not much of a change, except we've got some little shadows appearing around the bottom of our boat. Okay, let's click on the down arrow and see what reflections we want. Do we want reflections on? Yes, we do. We'll click on reflections. Now you can choose whether to add a ground plane or not. Okay, a ground plane adds this grid onto your renders. I'm going to leave mine off for now, but one thing I'm going to do is I'm going to change orthographic to a perspective view. This is more realistic for photorealism. Okay. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to arrange my camera, my point of view, into a position that I like. Now, to do this, we can use the viewcube. We can click on the corners or the edges of the viewcube, or we can elect to show like a top-down view or a side-on view like that. Okay, or alternatively, you can click and drag the viewcube around. Okay, we can do this. We can click it around and find something that's a little bit better for us. We can also use the orbit tool right here. It does pretty much the same thing. Okay, maybe a little easier to use. Okay, we can use the orbit tool right there. We can zoom with our mouse wheel, and we can use the hand tool to pan around. So I think I'm going to orbit around to the other side like this. Okay, and I'm conscious of the reflection that's happening here. There's a little reflection. I'm not sure if the screen capture is picking that up, but I want to move my viewpoint so it captures that reflection like that. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is we're going to choose what is illuminating our boat, and we've got lots of different options here. If I press this down arrow right here, right now I'm being illuminated by a simple grey room, but I've got all sorts of options. Okay, some of these will load a background and some of them won't. For example, if I go for old warehouse, I'm going to get a message saying that it's loading up an environment file. And let's pick on orbit. What that's effectively done is it's loaded in a whole image of a factory like this. Okay, and there are other options as well. Okay, so for example, Stuttgart Courtyard will also load in a different environment. Let's look at the orbit tool, and we've got a different thing going on there as well. Okay, so I'm going to leave it on this one right here. Okay, the final thing we have to do right now is we have to change our visual style to be realistic. Now, when we do this, this ray tracing button, which is currently greyed out, will become active. Let's change that to realistic. Okay, and now I've got ray tracing. And ray tracing is computer jargon for creating a photorealistic image right here. So we're going to press ray tracing, and it's going to take a little moment to spin up. This is quite computer intensive. If you've got a fast computer, this will happen quite quickly. If not, it may take a while. Okay, so we've got a little progress bar happening here. Okay, and it's calculating all the lights and all the shadows and all the geometry that it needs to turn this into a photorealistic image. In a fast computer, this will be quick, and in a slow computer, this will take a while. There are options that it was hiding as well. Okay. If I mouse over this little arrow right here, if I'm off here, if I mouse over this little arrow, you can see that I've got 3 quality options: low, draft, and high. Okay. Each of those will affect the time it takes for your computer to render, from several seconds to several minutes, sometimes hours, depending on the complexity of your scene. For now, I'm going to leave it on low. Okay. Right, so once the progress bar has completed, you can press save. And what it's asking you is, it's asking you to save this image. This is not saving the scene, this is saving this image which is in the background. And you can choose what file format you use. I quite like to use PNG files. Okay, and I'm going to rename it as boat_render and click on save. Then once I've captured that image, I can disable ray tracing and get back to a scene which is at least manageable. Let's take a look at screen captures, boat render. There, it's right there. And that is what Inventor has produced. So in this video, we covered a few things. We covered how to add appearance, or how to render out your boat, which had already been textured. We covered everything in the View tab right here, how to add shadows and reflections, how to change the lighting environment, and finally, how to do ray tracing as well.